Hoop heads, you already know what day it is. Black gloves, you should already know. Got some fly sneakers to talk about today as we celebrate 300 subscribers. Thank you. And let's talk about it. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Skinny Hardaway, and this is Retro Heat Check. Checking in one more time for the real hoop heads out there. And as always, thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, your comments, your questions. Like I keep telling you guys, bring those questions on, man. Q&A sessions every Wednesday, right here on Retro Heat Check. So I'd like to hear your questions, but always thank you all for tuning in, checking in. Definitely got to start with my apologies for yesterday. I guess YouTube just did not want me to be great. I had a video all ready to go to celebrate reaching 300 subscriptions. Everything was, I thought everything was cool, but the audio in the video just was not syncing. I don't know why, but it was like everything was just like, I don't know, like a few seconds apart. It was just weird. And I tried to do it again. I tried to do it again, and then the second time, it just wouldn't even upload at all. So I'm thinking that YouTube is trying to stifle the message. I think that I guess that these channels are starting to become effective within the squad, because I think sports and fitness rants got demonetized for out of the blue. I think I want to say Kobe Bryant Film Room has been having issues uploading. I had my issue last night, so I guess YouTube, is acquiescing to the request of a certain someone who has recently joined the YouTube streets. He alongside one of his main cheerleaders, but that's neither here nor there. But needless to say, my apologies for that. So sorry. I definitely was ready to go. I had my Heat stuff on. I had my Miami Heat jersey, you know what I'm saying? I was ready to to brag, you know what I'm saying? Because I was so geeked from the game last night, 26 threes by them South Beach boys. And yes, I'm wearing an Orlando Magic hat. Yes, and it's not because they won last night. It's because I'm wearing pennies, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, these are what I'm wearing today, the penny ones today. So yeah, it's not because of Orlando. I'm not an Orlando Magic fan, but I do wear I do have an Orlando Magic hat strictly for Penny Hardaway gear. So so yeah, that just goes to show you that yeah, I'm still true to the Heat, so don't even worry about that. But needless to say, yeah, I had my Heat jersey on. I was ready. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling good. 300 subs. I had it ready to go. And boom. It was just like, it just fell flat. And YouTube just was not cooperating with me. I don't know, but it just is what it is. But we're going to keep going. We're not going to let that stop us. So thank you all for tuning in, and hope you guys forgive me. So there's that. Man, you already know what it is, man. Gotta shout out the squad. My brothers in arms. This group of gentlemen right here, this is who I roll with. This is who I subscribe to. I support. We chit chat back and forth. You know what I'm saying? It's always about a community, and I feel like when we come together, we're coming together like we're forming like Voltron. It's like we're getting stronger by the day, and it's definitely a sight to behold. And it's like, wow, it's like when I joined within the ranks, man, it was just like uh man, I was just trying to chase after the guys who, came before me, and now I got guys coming behind me saying that, what I'm saying, giving me shout outs and stuff like that. So I really definitely am appreciative of these guys, man. But needless to say, let's shout out the squad. You already know: Sports and Fitness Rants, Uncommon Sense, Scap Attack, Too Raw for Sports TV, Uncut Hoops, Angry Old Hoops, NNB Sports TV. Michael Jordan fans are the best. Kobe Bryant Film Room. Shout outs to him. He reached 400 subs yesterday. I was, what I'm saying, definitely got to give him his shout out, man, for crossing that threshold. You already know, check him out. Check out his channel, man. Real good dude. Prince Sports, Man Down Sports, Phenomenal Fitness. That's my guy right there. Y'all better tune in to him. Dreamers Pro TV, Ticket TV, Geechee Life Sports Talk, Jordan versus LeBron, Shekel Storm NBA, in the Real Mind Crime. Also, yeah, gonna be announcing one more member of the squad, but just be patient. The newest member of the squad, might I add. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna be patient for just a few moments. But yeah, definitely shout out to these guys, man. Definitely shout outs to you guys. You guys are holding it down. These guys stand for truth, honor, respect, sportsmanship, playing the game the right way, integrity, not cheating the game. It's all about fairness. It's all about what's right, what's wrong, what's right over wrong, and and basically just standing on facts and truth. And when you stand on that, you can't lose. So shout outs to those brothers. Definitely, it's an honor to stand beside you guys and fight the good fight. But you already know what time it is, my hoop heads. It's time for us to open them doors and welcome on in the latest members of the Hoophead Haven. You already know what it is, baby. The Hoophead Haven, a global community of basketball fans, like-minded, real hoop heads, real hoop fans who want to see real basketball come back again. We're from all over the globe, all walks of life, religions, creeds, colors, races, genders, whatever. We're all here. We're all here under one accord, under one building, and that is the Hoophead Haven, where we kick nothing but facts and we talk about the fly sneakers too of the 80s and the 90s. You already know what it is, baby. So welcome in to the Hoophead Haven, guys. Let's welcome David Rosario, Booster, Henry Saturday, Mob and David. He's a new content creator. I'm gonna check out your channel, man. Man, I'm gonna check you out. I see that you're a smaller channel, just like myself. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely check you out, man. I want to lend my support to you, so see you grow as well. NBA Facts Self Researched. Welcome to the squad. Welcome to the squad. Now this guy right here, he blew me away, man. He blew me away with it was just straight, unapologetic facts. Like no cut, no BS, no nothing. Straight facts, unadulterated, untainted. If you like it, cool. If you don't, deal with it. Type of facts. Definitely respect this man. He's on his job. He's on his grind, and I definitely welcome him into the squad. Great guy. Great videos. Very informative. Heavy informative videos. So when you tune into him, make sure you have your thinking caps with you, man, because he's gonna drop some heavy stuff on you. So shout outs to you, brother. Rob Walker, Black Crow Volume 2, Philip Avery, Al Tariq House, Antonio Cox 23, True Believer 616, and Marcus Bryant. welcome to the Hoophead Haven. And you guys feel free to interact with me. Hey, I comment, I answer all the comments, except for you the fanboys. You get no light over here. You're nameless, you're faceless. You know what I'm saying? If you see if you see a fanboy, if you see a little fanboy in the comments, go ahead and check them. That's what we do. We sun these fanboys over here. We sun them. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. So welcome to the community. Thank you. And speaking of thank you, man, crossing over to 300, man, that's a hell of an accomplishment for a little over a month. And it's all you guys, man. It's not me. You guys just inspire me to keep going. Man, when I just say, when I first watched Sports and Fitness Rants, and I just watched him, just the passion that he had, and just how, how much fervor that he had, and he was just telling, just I would just listen to what he was saying, and he was just like, gotta stand up for the narrative, stand and fight, you know, fight for, the legacy that came before you. And it's like, man, I just sat there, and it hit me, and it just gave me just the spark to finally step out and let my voice be heard. And man, it's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey this month, a little bit over a month and a half, I guess you can say, a month and a half, month and some change. But I mean, I've gotten a new set of homies to talk to, from Mouseball and Jessica to Hayden Phoenix, to Cam, to Rudimer, to Chucky, guys like that, so many others, plethora of others. If I don't mention your name, it doesn't mean I don't mess with you or nothing like that. It's just that there's so many. Those are just a few that I can just name. Man, it's just the community. It's like getting comments back, and you guys are interested in what my opinions are, and people are lining me up with guys who I was watching and I was admiring from the sidelines and stuff, and now I'm slowly being placed upon uh, uh placed upon their level, even though me personally, I don't think that I'm there yet. Like I said, you got to put in those 10,000 hours. You got to earn your keep. And but man, 300 subscriptions, man, it's a blessing. And it's all up to you. It's all on you guys, man. You guys did it, man. You guys did it. I will say this: you are the first 300. You are the first 300. And just like the Spartans, and just like the Spartans back in the day, in the movie 300, we gonna keep marching, man. Yeah, we going up against a huge conglomerate. The La Media, Clutch Sports, LeBron James, his legions of LaFan boys. I mean, we going up against it, just us 300. But we gonna keep marching. We gonna keep stepping, because we're armed with the truth. We're armed with facts. We're not armed with emotional, emotional crybaby, material. We're not made of that. We're real hoop heads. We're real hoop fans. And man, it's gonna be a hell of a journey. So thank you all for riding. Thank you all for riding, man. 300. That's you guys. You guys are the first 300. And to everybody who is a subscriber, I have everybody's name in the ledger. So don't ever think that I don't know who you are, or I can't refer back to who you are. Trust me, man. Trust me. I cherish all you guys, man, because you guys are what makes the Hoophead Haven what it is today. I mean, shoot, I would be talking to myself still, probably, had it not been for people like Jessica, from Motor with Mouseball, standing up, and man, she was just, her and Mouseball was just going from channel to channel, just putting my name out there, saying that, yo, check him out, man, check him out, he's good. And when I'm hearing like people say, yo, I ran across your channel, man, came recommended, you know, it's such a blessing. It's like it's a bug out, man. I just never thought that that my name would be, you know, starting to be heard on others YouTube channels. It still stops and stuns me, because it's like I went from watching YouTube, I went from, you know, just being just a guy in the comment section to, you know, retro heat check. And it's all on you guys. It's your guys' fault. It's your guys' fault that I'm here. Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, thank you for all your support. Thank you for just everything, man. You guys, it's just an amazing time, and we're gonna keep growing. We're gonna stay on the grind. And remember, you have obligation yourselves to tell the truth, to check and sun these little fanboys, and let it be known that you stand on the truth and you stand on integrity. So, hey, kudos, hats off to all you guys. My 300, you are a special group. You are a special group. My 300, and you guys are in the ledger as the first 300. Thank you. And now, now that we got the sentimental part of the show out of the way, let's get down to business. You know what time it is. And I'm slipping. I'm slipping. I'm slipping. And you know what time it is, baby. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. It's Friday, baby. Oh, yeah. And the black gloves are on. Wear your sneakers Friday is now here. And you already know what it is, baby. Boy. This is a very special occasion. Very special occasion. I mean, it's a special occasion, right? So why not bust out a special shoe that is very near and dear to me? And that, my friends, is the Nike Air Foamposite 1 Sharpie. I just absolutely love these sneakers. I love them. I love them. I love them. Probably one of my favorite sneakers of all time. Man, another banger by Eric Avar. I told you guys about Eric Avar last week's Wear Your Sneakers Friday, the designer of the glove. This is another one of his innovations, man. I mean, Eric Avar, like I said, man, only Tinker Hatfield, I would say, is more ambitious than Eric Avar when it comes to imagination and design. This was a sneaker that was basically inspired by a beetle shell, and basically its outer covering. It was also the brainchild of Eric Avar's idea of a liquid sneaker, basically, that you could put your foot in, and the liquid would form to your foot and give your feet maximum comfort, maximum response when you're on the floor, when you're on the court, when you're walking around, whatever. That was the idea. Very ambitious design. It took about 4 years for this shoe to go from concept to reality. I mean, it hit a lot of potholes early in the design, mainly due to the fact that companies were scared to work with Nike with these, because they were afraid that these would not be made, would not be produced on a massive scale. So a lot of companies were saying no to Nike. They're like, yeah, we know you got a lot of money, but no, there's no way that we can that we could come together and collaborate with you. But out of all of the companies, out of nowhere, a Korean car company called Daewoo, you might have heard of them. They said, you know what, Nike, we'll take you up on your offer, and they ended up creating a special mold machine for the mold that you see right here. The mold, that machine cost $750,000 for them to make, so they can mass produce Foamposites. And then over the years, Daewoo and Nike have kind of worked on other kinds of Foamposites, like the flight posits, like the total air Foamposites. Those are like the Tim Duncans. It's, you know, the Foamposite was definitely a different kind of sneaker, a definitely different kind of sneaker. But yeah, when it finally went from the first production, the first pairs that were produced, they were kind of just on a concept level. And Eric Avar took a couple samples of the uh, Air Foamposites, and that he had one player in mind, that he wanted this sneaker to have a face, and that face was Scottie Pippen. Yeah, Eric Avar wanted Scottie Pippen to actually rock the foams, but Scottie took one look at these and he said, "Hell no, these are ugly." But you know, Eric Avar, you know, he was not dissuaded, he was not discouraged by Scottie Pippen's rebuke of his offer to be the face of the Nike foam. So you know, he just went about his business, and he just went about his business, and he just so happened to have his meeting with Anthony Hardaway, coming off of the success of his previous two Air Penny models. Highly successful. The Air Penny 1 and the Air Penny 2, super successful. They were blockbuster hits. The Little Penny, you know, the Little Penny commercials. I mean, Penny Hardaway was, you know, first team All NBA, All Star. I mean, he was everything. He was everywhere. He had kids like me, like in awe, in awe. As I say, he's my favorite player of all time. My personal favorite player of all time. Even though Michael Jordan is the GOAT, and he's my, I would say even though he's the GOAT, he's my second favorite player. Period. But Penny Hardaway was always my guy. He was my personal hero. But yeah, he came to Penny, and he had a bag he was giving out. You know, he had a bag of samples that were to be the Air Penny threes, and out of those samples, Penny was not feeling the other models. Out of those samples, he was not feeling any of them. But then he reached into the bag and he pulled out these, and he was floored. He was like, "What are these? You know, what shoe is this?" And Eric Avar explained the shoe to him, and he said, "Say no more. I want this to be my signature sneaker." And the rest was history. As you can see, got the penny 1 cent logo. I think the 1 cent logo, the second greatest logo of a signature athlete, right only behind the Jumpman. I have to say that the 1 cent logo is definitely number two. It's so clean, it's so cool. It explains exactly who it is. When you see that logo, you know it's Penny. As you can see, the black and blue, black and royal blue look. But the reason why these were so special, well, actually, let me rewind, because actually Penny Hardaway was not, even though these were to be the latest Air Penny sneaker, Penny actually did not debut these. Actually, Mike Bibby and the Arizona Wildcats, when they made their historic run to the NCAA championship back in '97, the same year, yeah, they actually debuted these, and famously, Mike Bibby and Miles Simon, uh, running roughshod on Kentucky, rocking these. I remember watching them play, and I was like, "What do they have on their feet?" I was like, "What kind of Nikes are those? Those are hard." But they didn't have the black stripes in there. But we'll get to that in a minute. But I mean, this was probably one of the toughest sneakers I had seen at the time. I was just like, I immediately was in love. And then when I found out that these were to be pennies, I really loved them more. With the Sharpie, basically the NBA. Well, let me just rewind it even a little bit further. We'll continue from the Arizona Wildcats winning the championship. When they won the championship, everybody was loving it. You know, just the solid blue with the black. It was just very, very simple, very, you know what I'm saying, but it was audacious at the same time. And when we found out about the price, that's when everybody gave pause. But yeah, $180 at that time in 1997. $180 for a pair of shoes was unheard of. Like 135, 140 was too much. So to jump another $40 higher than that, parents weren't feeling it. Kids, we wanted these, but we knew that we weren't dropping $180 on a pair of shoes. Um, I was cool with wearing my pennies, my penny ones, my penny twos, but I definitely wanted a pair of these. And when Penny broke these out, they were basically it was basically playoff time. The Orlando Magic versus the Miami Heat, first round, and Penny put these on, and he put on a show. Back to back nights, he had 41 and 42 points, just killing it, killing it, killing it. Well, the second night, the NBA decided to give Penny a nice little notice of his shoe being banned, just like the Air Jordan 1, just like the Air Jordan 1 bread. The Nike Foamposite 1, royal blue and black, were actually outlawed because they did not meet the uniform standards, because it was mainly an all blue shoe, not enough black. So Penny being the kind of guy that he was, because he wanted to definitely debut this sneaker, and he did not want the NBA messing up him wearing these sneakers. So he grabbed the Sharpie and he just filled in the lines, and it actually met the uniform code, and it kind of gave the shoe kind of like a tiger stripe, so which was ironic because Penny Hardaway is a Memphis Tiger great, so it kind of was like a perfect mesh of everything about Penny, as far as his Memphis roots to his Orlando superstardom at the time. um Man, this was just a banger of a shoe. But unfortunately, due to the high price and the blue colorway, it just seemed like people weren't really feeling the blue. I think if this would have been a Scottie Pippen black and red, I think it would have probably hit a little bit more. Like guys like me, I loved it. I loved the foam, but a lot of people were either against the price or they were against the color. So they didn't really sell like they should have back then. But it took almost it took almost a decade later for the Nike Foamposite to finally get its just due. Um, thanks to the kids out there in the DMV. They basically helped the Foamposite become a staple in sneakerhead culture, because and it was just basically just they wanted to be different. They wanted their own style. They wanted their own flair, their own swag, and um, they took hold to a shoe that was almost forgotten at the time, and they resurrected it. And thanks to their influence, thanks to the influence of the sneakerheads of the DMV, Nike got the initiative to start doing making more designs, making more colorways, and slowly but surely, the Nike Foamposite One was a staple in the sneakerhead culture, culminating with the riot of all riots when the Foamposite Galaxies had dropped. That was a full-fledged riot. That was something I'd never seen before. I'd never seen that was in New York City at the New York City downtown, the Supreme store. All those stores down there were just bombarded with kids wanting a pair of these. You know, the House of Hoops, all that. They were bombarded. Kids were fighting. They were fighting over those Galaxies. One guy tried to sell his car for a pair of Galaxy foams. So the Foamposite was definitely a huge staple later on. And in 2015, Nike, to commemorate Penny Hardaway's ingenuity in using a Sharpie to color in the lines of the Foamposite, you definitely have what you see before you, the Sharpie. They came part of what they called the Sharpie pack. It was these, along with the debut of the Nike Air Penny 6. It came in a commemorative double box. It's very big. If I could, I would pull out the box, but I would have had the box up here, but it's way too big. It's like two of these. It's like two shoe boxes put together. It's very huge, but it has like tiger stripes all over. The penny 1 cent sign. It's a really cool box. I may have to take some pictures and put it in the community post to let you guys know exactly what the Sharpie pack entails. But yeah, it was a no-brainer when I saw that they were busting out the Sharpie pack. I had to have them. It was a little costly. But I was definitely satisfied. It was definitely well worth it. Having these in my rotation is definitely one of the best looks that I could have done for myself. But yeah, this is definitely one of those sneakers that is a real staple in the sneakerhead culture. It has a cultural impact that reverberates still to this day. Um, Man, the run that the foams had in the mid to late 2010s was something to behold. So yeah, definitely a sneaker that has been added to the Sneaker Hall of Fame. Needless to say, definitely a awesome shoe, a beautiful shoe. Just a shoe that I don't wear very often. I definitely want to preserve these. These are an awesome shoe. But man, it is definitely one of my favorite sneakers. Like I said, today was a special um a special occasion. So I definitely wanted to have a special pair of shoes to commemorate the milestone of reaching 300 subscribers. So um, another Wear Your Sneakers Friday is in the books. And man, I guess I'll just have to leave you all with this. Hey, my hoop heads, thank you all for tapping in with me another week. Even though we had to snag yesterday. Thank you all. Man, it's such a blessing to reach 300. Like I said, once again, all my hoop heads, you guys enjoy your weekends. Be safe, love on your loved ones, kiss the babies, you know what I'm saying, all that good stuff. Walk your dogs, all that good stuff. Take care of yourselves, be safe, be responsible this weekend. See you back again Monday evening. You already know what it is. And with that being said, oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. It's your boy, Skinny Hardaway. And this is another episode of Retro Heat Check in the books. And with that being said, my friends, my hoop heads, man, my 300, peace and wear your sneakers.